Good morning, Illinois. Good morning, Illinois. God bless you. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this day for the last couple of years. This is very humbling and very exciting for me personally. But you know, in theory, we're gathered to look at this painting, and it's a painting. It's, oh well, it's not that big a deal. The real reason we wanted to do this, the real reason why I wanted to come, Diane and I wanted to come and be with you, is to say thank you. Is to say thank you to each and every one of you here today, to say thank you to every citizen, every voter, every child, every newcomer, every immigrant to the state of Illinois. Thank you for allowing Evelyn and I to serve you as public servants. Thank you, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Public service is a noble calling. It's been an honor and a privilege, mostly a pleasure, not every day, but mostly a pleasure. And it's very fulfilling. You know, democracy only works if everybody gets involved. Everybody gets involved to try to make a difference. That's how democracy works. And it was a privilege and a pleasure for Evelyn and I to come together to work for you. And it was difficult. We had many challenges. I lost 22 pounds and most of my hair. And it was very stressful. My hair has not come back. It's continued to run away. I've gained back most of the weight, so that's good. I don't have any stress in my life anymore, so it's been a little easier. And Diane and I have now had a little time to be what we really love doing, and that's being grandparents. Best job in America is being grandparents. So we've traveled, and our 6 kids live all over the United States, so we've been on the road spending time with our children and our dear, dear friends, some of whom are here with us today. Today's a very special day. It's a wonderful honor. We've had many terrific public servants, and to be with them for a long time into the future, it means a lot to me. It's very humbling, and it's a privilege and an honor. Some scallywags among us will say, well, no, it's like a post office, with a wall of the most wanted or whatever. Most gentlemen hanging here did not go to prison. A few did, but most did not, and it is an honor and a privilege to be here. I will say that the painter is here today, so if you don't like it, don't boo. But we're gonna give him a round of applause because I think he did a great job. So yeah, Charles, where is Charles? Where is Charles? Here. So Charles is standing over here. Charles, wait. Oh, Richard, sorry. Richard, my best friend is Charles. Okay, so here we go. Can you guys do the privilege? I don't want to I'll get it wrong. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. Yay. It's the sign of a great artist when he can make you look better in the painting than you do in real life. I didn't even ask him to do that, and I did not pay him a bonus to put hair back on my head. He did that on his own. He got no extra money for that. And look at, it's an honor. So, couple of quick questions that I can answer. So, the little item I've been asked, what's the little item on the lapel? That I wore that pin every day that I was in office. That is a shape of the state of Illinois with the Illinois state flag on it. And to me, that was what it was all about, working for all the people of Illinois. And so I wore that pin every day. It's in my office at home, but that's what he put on the lapel, and I appreciate it. I think it looks great. Great job putting on, it was not a toupee, he just put that there. That hair is good. And it's a privilege to hang here. I'll be with former Governor Quinn and Governor Edgar and the whole gang. And it's a real honor and pleasure. I'll correct a misperception. My left hand in the first rendering did not contain either a glass of bourbon, which some people said it would, but I did not. It might have had a bottle of Stag beer, but it was not. Did not have a glass of bourbon. Did not have the scalp of a corrupt Illinois politician. It was always just as you see it there, just my hand, how I used to hold it when I was thinking about something and being pensive. It turned out well. nervous, but we like it very much. And Captain Hall said, now, people ask me, well, how'd you pick him? Did you, so we did. We interviewed a few artists. We looked at their work, and they're all wonderful. He's terrific. One of the main reasons I picked him, he was the artist who did the portrait for Governor Mitch Daniels from Indiana. And Mitch Daniels was my personal hero, my mentor, my role model, my inspiration. He was, when I was first thinking about running for governor, he was the one I went to see, and he spent 2 days coaching me and telling me how it works, and he lent me some of his top folks, and he really inspired me. And he did great things for the state of Indiana, phenomenal things. In my humble opinion, he was the best governor in any state in the United States during my lifetime. And he was my inspiration. So I thought, wow, if he painted Mitch Daniels, it would be a privilege for me to have him paint me. So that's how we ended up with this. So I'm proud to have it hang there with the other gentleman who served. And I look forward to coming from time to time. I come, I'm in Illinois a couple of weeks a year. I'm now a Florida resident. Some of you know that. But I'm here every September for the opening of dove season. And I come, we have a pizza party, and I get together with the local farmers every September. And I look forward to coming back to party with you. Yes, dear? And quickly, I'll tell you, I've been asked many times this weekend, what have Diana and I been up to? So I'll tell you quickly to bring you up to speed. So Diana, the love of my life and my dearest friend in life, she is in the city of Chicago, full-time leading a phenomenal organization called Start Early. Start Early is it's a not-for-profit, it's an NGO. 300 people work with her in the city of Chicago, and another 100 plus work with her around the United States, helping disadvantaged children prenatal to age 5 with their child care and with their early education. They do extraordinary work. It's a privilege for she and I to support that organization and raise capital for it and support it and increase their work. And they do phenomenally. Her children, the young people that she works with, are from the most difficult circumstances, toughest situations. And if in studies after studies, 20-year longitudinal studies, their children do phenomenally well in school and in life. And so it's a fantastic work that she does. I'm now following my passion. I have my whole life after my family and my friends, my passion, I have 3 E's, I call them. Entrepreneurs, education, and the environment, environmental protection. Those are my 3 E's. They're 100% my whole life, that's what I've pursued. And I'm back investing in entrepreneurs. Every year I help 5 or 6 entrepreneurs start and grow companies. We're very busy, doing, knock on wood, very well. It's a lot of fun. Prosperity comes in America from entrepreneurs and free market capitalism, and it's a privilege to help these entrepreneurs build their businesses all over the United States, and that's going terrifically well. In environmental protection, I've always been a conservationist. I believe in, that nature is part of us, and we are only human beings as part within the natural systems. So I'm a trustee for the Everglades Foundation now in Florida, where I'm a resident. I'm a trustee for the Nature Conservancy in Florida, where I'm very, very active. I support the National Parks Conservation Association, which defends, expands, and creates new national parks and monuments. I'll tell you quickly, here in the state of Illinois, one of our projects, we are working to create a new national monument for Julius Rosenwald. Some of you may know that name, many won't. He was the founder and builder of Sears Roebuck and Company back in 1895 or whenever. He was sort of the Jeff Bezos of that era. And he created, selling products in a catalog. What's a catalog, and how do you do that? Sending things through the mail. And he was very financially successful, and he was a big believer in equal opportunity in the United States of America. And he took his money, and rather than just going to the beach, he decided to go build schools. In the United States in 1900, African Americans were free, so to speak, couldn't go to school. There were no schools for black kids. Well, he went in the South and he built dozens, and ultimately hundreds of public schools for African Americans across the United States. And so we're going to create a national historic site, a national monument celebrating equal opportunity and Americans coming together to create opportunity for other Americans. For him on the south side of Chicago, where he grew up and where he built Sears, and we're going to protect some of the schools around the country that he helped create, many of which are still schools. So that's one of the exciting initiatives that we're pursuing. The other passion for me is education. First and foremost, very early education, with Diana leading that effort for disadvantaged kids, 0 to 5. I'm very involved with K-12 education. Frankly, that's what brought me to public service here in the state of Illinois, was trying to improve public education in the state here. We got a new funding formula when I was governor that really made public school more equal in the state. Well, I was very proud of that accomplishment. We got equal funding for charter schools on a pupil basis, which was historic for anywhere in the United States. And we created one of the best tuition scholarship tax credit programs in the United States. It's under threat today. I hope the legislature will act to protect that program, but very proud of that accomplishment. But it's K-12 education that brought me to public service in the state of Illinois. And now I'm serving along with Governor Jeb Bush and many other former elected officials, and we're leading, founded by Jeb Bush, it's an organization called Excellence in Education. It's headquartered in the state of Florida, but we operate in about 30 states around the country. Creating systems to empower parents to choose a school that fits their child the best. So we're working in about 30 states. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. They're doing great work, and it's a privilege. I love Jeb, the other governors. We're doing exciting things. And I'll mention one other initiative that I'm very passionate about in the education world. I've been very frustrated, I was as governor and I am still today, with our higher education system. Very expensive, very disconnected from the real world job market, and really unsustainable tuition for working families. And we really need to change the way we do higher education, post-secondary education, and connect it to work and to connect it with jobs and make it more affordable. So through the pandemic, I formed a partnership with one of the most elite, one of the most prestigious, successful institutions of higher education in the world. And we've come up with a new model for higher education. Their institution will be the sun of a new solar system, a new network. We'll use their curriculum, their professors, their lectures, their reading material delivered remotely over the internet to local campuses that we create all around the United States, where the tuition will be 1/4 of the tuition that they normally charge for their classes, but we'll deliver it remotely with in-person tutors and mentors in the city of Chicago, in Springfield, in Denver, in Dallas, wherever students want to live and where employers want to employ, charge only 1/4 of the tuition, and have every student working 50% of the time with local companies while they're also taking classes. And it's a very exciting initiative. We're going to hopefully announce it here this winter, and I hope that you all can be part of it and be there for the announcement. It's going to be very exciting. It's getting a lot of traction, and we've made great progress. And with that, Diana and I will continue to love the state of Illinois. I'm not here every day. I'm not, but I've come. I hope I'll see you in September when I come back. But we look forward to continuing to work together. We're here because we love the state of Illinois. Always have, always will. And the people here are phenomenal. It was privilege and pleasure to work for you and everyone in this great state. And we look forward to seeing you again. God bless you all. Thank you very much.